All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the San Antonio Dreadnoughts. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll run on first down. Green. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On second and 11 now. Murray. And a catch made by Johnson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Check 43.
Murray now on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. They run the counter. Green. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got 4. We got 4.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Get that ball. Get that ball. Check safety. Check safety. Joker. Now.
On first down, Taylor. Room here to run.
You ain't doing nothing.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 62 yards on the ground. Taylor. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give right side. Taylor. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
A couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville at a 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Young, now they go screen, it's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Young. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent, that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Green. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go. Go. Check 99.
Murray with a 3rd and long. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Quentin Williams. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense. 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
Kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Gator. Stay with your man.
3rd and long for Young. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down now, it's Green, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw again on second down, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They run with Taylor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. First down, Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Check it back.
Murray now on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safe. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, Young. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Johnson the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
5-2 the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Young now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Young. To throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Pulled in at the 24. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you. I got you.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Here's Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. And they'll send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run with Taylor. And some space here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Roll out.
Now a give right side. Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Oh, yeah.
2nd and 9.
Shit.
At their 49-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On 2nd and 9. Young. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
Third and 15.
Set. 15 line. 15 line.
Young now. Throwing on 3rd and long. Now they go screen. It's complete. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal.
25, check 25, check 25. Kill.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Kill. Smooth.
On 2nd and goal, Young, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gates, the intended receiver there. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Green. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen. Rush in.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Murray. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
SOS.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They come up short here on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They go to the ground again with Taylor, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down now, it's Green. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
That's how you score.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
All day, every day, any day.
Rotate, spell. Kill, turn up. Smoke.
From the 25 on second down, Murray. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on third and long. Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First down, Murray. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Under 10, 10. Watch the twist.
On first down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Play fake. Murray. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On 3rd down, it's Green. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
It's just me and you. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's our time.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
No game on this defense. No game.
Shotgun now from Murray. Dancing to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A big one there for the Jags, 18 yards, first down. On first down, Taylor. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Jacksonville, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time.